Alright, so is the European Super League a good idea or a bad idea? Let's just say this. Business is business. Alright? The reality of life is, I heard so many people talking about how it would ruin football, blah blah blah. Like all whinging and moaning and shit. And it's mad to see guys do it. Shut the fuck up. Stop moaning. Stop complaining. You don't own these teams. You don't own. You're not part of the. If you're part of the governing body for these for football, you're part of the team or these clubs or whatever. Then fair enough. It's understandable if you're gonna get a little tad emotional. I get it. You know what I mean? But it's funny. I remember had this conversation with one guy, and he because I mentioned what I mentioned, and then they're like, yeah, it's the fear of the people fear what they don't know, the fear of the unknown, and it's true. You don't know what the result of that's gonna be. Let me explain something to you, right? I've always heard conversations of, oh, it should be a regular thing for, you know, the likes of Man United, Man City, Chelsea, and you know what I mean, playing Barcelona. No, think in fact, tell a lie. Well, it's kind of similar, not tell a lie, but the talks of Barcelona and Real Madrid joining the Premier League. I've heard talks of could Messi do it on the rainy night in Stoke. Do you see what I mean? I've heard talks of, these type of things. Now, you may say, oh, it's just ban or it's just whatever, but that's just the reality of life. You want to see the best of the best play against each other on a week in, week out basis. Now, if you really do care about football, you will realize that technically, yeah, forget the money side of it. In fact, let's talk about the money side of it. Yeah, imagine, yeah, you can turn up the volume as much as you like in your head, in your mind, but once you really quieten down the noise, you start to realize that there's a lot of sense in this shit. Yeah? Let's break it down for a moment. The teams that were in this, because by the time I recorded this video and uploaded it, probably half of the teams that are, or maybe most of them, I don't even know now. Let's just say most of them are probably just pulled out. Because I know six of the English teams have pulled out, but those teams, minus two of the teams that were there, like Tottenham and Arsenal, no offense to them, it's they were dominating the league. Do you know what I mean? They're dominating. Same thing with Real Madrid and Barcelona and that. They're dominating the Spanish league. Same thing with flipping Juventus. With Juventus in there, and there's another Italian team in there as well, the Serie A team, dominating the league. Well, I mentioned Spanish. So I think German. I don't know what German teams were in there, but again, they were dominating the league. So now imagine, yeah, if they were taken away from that league and they had a league of their own, right? Literally, because it generally does feel like they're on a league of their own. Take them away from that. I mean, take them away, put them in that space there. Then you got these other clubs fighting for that spot, number one spot, number 2, 3, 4, and then trying to qualify for Europe for Champions League. Do you know what I mean? You're giving teams other chances to win trophies. Now you'd be like, nobody wants to see Norwich or Leicester or who the other clubs flipping Leeds dominate. What? Hey, listen, back in the 70s, I swear Leeds were dominating. Do you know what I mean? Leeds were dominating, bruv. The two teams that I'm aware of, or in fact, three teams I'm aware of that were dominating in the 70s and that were Leeds, Aston Villa, and flipping, shit, it's crossed my mind. Leeds, Aston Villa, and Nottingham Forest. Yeah, Nottingham Forest. Brian Clouting. You get me? Know your football, bruv. But and even that, it's obviously Nigeria, right? There's a Nigerian Premier League. Support that league then. Support the teams there, bruv. Like, I just don't understand why some people get so emotional over things they have no real financial investment over. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's ruining football. Like, no, it's not ruining football. You're just scared about what you don't know. You don't know the levels that it could bring. You don't know the money that ESL League could have generated. You don't know how much that could have brought money into the clubs to be able to be trickled down to grassroots level. You don't know that because if you don't know if you don't know how your club, the club you say you support, is ran, then you know what I mean. And I'm only saying this because I somewhat understand how Chelsea Football Club is ran. I don't know it like the in and outs, yeah, but from reading a few stuff and seeing a few interviews from Roman Abramovich of recent, it's like it's made me deep certain things. I'm like, all right, cool, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, all right, boom, that makes sense now. Do you see what I mean? Like you're saying, oh, it's ruining football. There's too much greed. But let's be real. If it's too much greed, why the fuck are you watching Match of the Day? You're paying TV license to watch Match of the Day. And if you're not paying TV license, then fair enough. But let's just say, for argument's sake, you are. Okay. Let's say another thing, yeah. Sky Sports, BT Sports. You're paying for all these things here, bruv. Why not? Because to me, that's ruining football. That's ruining football. Yeah? That's ruining it. Because it's like, shit, that's greed. Shouldn't it be a thing where fans actually pay tickets to go see the matches live? Experience it live. There's no greater feeling than seeing a match live. Like, just live. There's no greater feeling than being around a lot of people that support the same team as you, yeah, cheering, do you know what I mean? Chanting, do you know what I mean? Like, there's no greater feeling than that, than watching like highlights or watching the live game on your TV in a comfortable home. Yeah, you're comfortable, I get it. But anyway, let me not say too much. But another thing is, all right, you got all this energy, right, for being against the European Super League. Boom. Had the same energy, yeah, for kicking out racism out of football. Go on, I dare you. I triple dare you. With that said, click the link in the description box below where it says where it says make a donation. Make a donation of any amount so we're able to put things into place to be able to part ways into, well, make certain situations where we can, eradicate racism out of football. Yeah, because there's plans that I've got in mind that I want to do, but kind of need to get to a certain level. You know what I mean? And put certain things into place to make sure that can actually happen. Yeah. But anyway, the link to all of that is in the description box below. You got anything else for me to react to, do a review on, go ahead in the comment section below. If you've requested something in the past and I haven't got to it yet, don't worry, I will get to it. Sometimes there's some things that do prioritize other things, but don't worry, I'll get to it.